The 1986 arcade game and recent Hollywood movie Rampage puts the player in the role of George the Ape, Lizzie the Lizard, and Ralph the Wolf. George and Lizzie are clearly based on King Kong and Godzilla, but I have no idea what Ralph is from. Later games in the series would allow the player to scroll throughout the buildings, but back in the day, all you got was one screen and some buildings. You can eat people or food found in windows for health, as well as uncover bonus items for extra points. But the humans don't go down without a fight. Standing in your way of total destruction is the military. Those little assholes will drop dynamite and shoot you with all their arsenal. The most annoying of the bunch are the tanks. I hate them. If you don't look at exactly what you're eating behind the windows of the buildings, you could grab onto electrical wires and lose some health. Rampage has no ending. You just keep destroying city after city for 128 stages and then it resets back to the first city. Keep going for a whopping 768 cities and that's it. The game resets back to day one. Great. Rampage is a really repetitive game. The only variation between stages are the different building layouts and maybe the occasional bridge or two. Back in the arcade, this game was a novelty. You paid your quarters and destroyed some buildings and that was about it. If you're playing on one of the home ports that allow for unlimited continues, you're kinda just playing until you get bored. Your score doesn't reset if you lose all your health, so getting a higher score is just a matter of playing longer. A big appeal for this game is that you can play with friends, which for the time was a big deal. You and two other buddies could go around destroying North America. Rampage encouraged other players to join the action and just hop in at any time. This formula sounds like it would have been perfect if you were playing this game at a laundromat and you're just waiting for your clothes to dry, or if you're at a pizza place waiting for your order to come through. But when it comes to playing this game at home, the only real challenge that comes with Rampage is seeing how long you can last. The game is only over until you say it's over. It's a rather pointless game. With most other arcade games that last forever, you only get a set amount of lives before it ends. In a game like Pacman, a game most people won't reach the kill screen, once you lose all your lives, your score is set and you gotta start from zero again. Or a game like Turtles in Time that has an ending to reach, these two games have some sort of ending, a finish line to reach. This isn't exactly to say the game sucks. For an arcade game, it did what it had to do and it did well. I became a fan of the Rampage games when I first played World Tour on the N64, so it was cool to see where the series started. And now I look back at the series with a sense of nostalgia. I like this game, but it is definitely a niche game. Unless you are a big fan, the game will be too repetitive and too pointless. Even the home console ports like the NES for example, which include an ending, still go on for a really long time. It'll take you about 3 hours to finish this one. At least with that port, however, you can see it as sort of a marathon challenge. Can you make it to the end of the game? But with the arcade game, what you see is what you get for as long as you can play before boredom sets in. For the little bit you do play, it can be fun. Sometimes it's nice to just unwind and knock over some buildings for the hell of it. Rampage, one of my personal arcade favorites of all time.